The next 3 days passed quickly for Kirsty. First, she finished exploring her property, which meant, of course, looking at the winemaking sheds. She'd found some labelled keys in the desk, as the lawyer had told her, and when she unlocked the door of the shed, she felt excitement run through her. The place was carefully protected, with metal mesh across the windows and 2 locks on the door. She stood for a moment, taking it in, seeing it as stripes of light and shade, from sunlight slanting in one of the windows. Everything was immaculate. She breathed in, loving the rich smell. It was as if everything, even the concrete floor, was imbued with wine. The machinery was still carefully covered, and a big vat rang empty when she rapped on it. To one side was another locked door, and she used the 3rd key to get inside, finding the air here cooler. She found the light switch and realized the place was full of racks of bottles. She pulled 1 or 2 out, hesitant about disturbing them, rubbing the dust from the labels and looking at the years marked on them. When she got back to the house, she rang her neighbour to ask if these were her bottles or Mr. Caglione's. Penny's rich chuckle rang in her ear. "Some are yours, some are ours. Ed always let us store ours there, as it's cooler in the insulated room, much better for the wine." "How do I know which are which?" "I'll bring Franco over this evening if you like, and he can tell you all about them. I warn you, he'll bore you to tears with details if you give him half a chance, but you should know which to drink first at least, and which to save for special occasions." "That would be lovely." After that, Kirsty found her way to Margaret River and enjoyed wandering up and down the main street. At the supermarket, she stocked up on food staples as well as fresh stuff, plus nibbles to offer her guests this evening. She stared at the menus in cafe windows and wished she had someone to dine out with. New bed linen and heavier curtains for her bedroom were also on her shopping list, and she found some pretty sheets in a rich burgundy colour. Then there was a potted plant which would look just right on the end of the kitchen counter. She also decided to order a new washing machine, because Ed's old one leaked and was just about antique. But that was another thing she'd need to ask Penny about. She hadn't a clue which makes were good ones or what to look for, since most of the machines here were top loaders, unlike the ones in the UK. Before she went home, she found the library and joined it, borrowing a history of the district and 3 romance novels. It felt strange to be on the customer's side of the counter, but to her surprise she had no desire to go back to her old job. She might not know yet what she wanted to do with her life, but she did know it wasn't to go back to how she'd been living before. Ed and Marlene would both have approved of that. It was going to upset Rod, though.